My name is Brenda Lee. I'm a Cree from Plains Cree from Muscatine, Alberta. Working in the arts for the past, I would say about 45 years. I've been teaching. Well, I'm a cultural arts instructor. That was what I got from when I went to school in Lac La Biche, Alberta. I've been living in this community for 11 years. It's Nipissing First Nation, and I was able to work with the cultural department, and it took me to the university. I've worked in the museum, like I've done a project in the museum, in cultural departments, working with elders and little ones too. I've done that, and they come to life. Like the students or the people that I teach, you can just see the joy that they in their eyes when they've completed a project, and that's what I really like seeing that, and I like helping people, and it makes me proud too that we're carrying that on too, like the sewing. You go into ceremony and the powwows, the sun dances, and whatever ceremony it is, and you see people with their beautiful outfits, like with the quill work, with the beads, with the horse hair, whatever it is that they've harvested. It came from people that were, they put their tobacco down, they said prayers for those things. I think that's what gives me that connection to our ancestors too, because we're still doing our sewing and taking care of our creativity. That's what it does for me. I can feel the really good energy that's put into something that you've made, and then that's usually what I do when I'm making something. Is I'll smudge and I'll pray that, like I'm gonna honor this thing, whatever it is that I'm making. I'm gonna honor it. So the first step in the process is, you'll soak the hide overnight. The next process is either putting it on a frame. You could either use a frame or you can use a beam, a flesher beam. Once you've completed the flesh and the hair side, you're gonna put it on a frame and let it dry. So that'll be the rawhide stage. The next step would be where you'd brain it. You'll put that solution onto the hair side and just fold it up. You'll fold it up and you'll let it sit for a couple days, and then the next process is you're gonna smoke it, and you're gonna smoke just the hair side where the brain solution is on there. So you'll smoke it for, I'd say, I usually go like 24 hours of just letting it smoke at a small. The punk spruce will smolder. It won't flame up. You don't want it to flame up. That's why you use it's kind of a spongy wood. The next step would be softening the hide. So you'd want to put your hide into the rainwater with a little bit of downy. So I'd let them soak for maybe a day or two until it's got a velvety texture to it. And then the next process would be wringing it. You want to wring it out. You want to put it back onto the frame so that it won't ripple when you're getting all the excess water out of there. You can even soften it during that time. You'll soften it, and then it can be taken down off of the frame, and then that's when you're gonna do your last smoking. So I do 2 smokings in this process, and that's what helps break down the fibers of the hide. It usually takes about a day or 2 for that process, and then after that's done, well, you got yourself a hide. smoked tanned hide. When I first started doing a lot of my crafts and learning from the elders, they were really, they shared a lot with me about how harvesting and taking care of these animals, and the way that we're taking care of it in this process is we're prolonging the life of that animal. We're showing the respect. You know, we're respecting it. We're processing it to make something beautiful out of it.